Welcome back to Whitt Acres. Today we're going to be starting a raised garden box build on this fence. My dad said it looks like crap with all the dead mums on them that I placed there specifically to look good and have snowfall on them and make it not look empty, but he didn't like them. So we're going to have to make some changes here and clean up this fence line. I really don't like seeing things empty, so I still have the little Christmas tree that I kind of threw together there out of cuttings from the landscape. We still got to wreath some stuff up, but I did take all the Christmas lights down. Still have the burning bush around the hemlock tree, so I'm probably going to take that out in another month or so, but I'm pretty much the only one that likes that look. So today in this video, we're going to be cleaning up this area and building a new raised garden box. This area is part of the driveway, so I don't want to build anything that's going to stick out from the wall too much. So my plan is to go about 18 inches out, which is just about where those mums are, and then 6 feet wide, which is just about where the outside of these pillars are right now. So these will go on the outside of the box that I put in the center, and I think with that it'll be enough structure over here to make this area look finished. Now the first thing to do is get it all cleaned up. I got a new microphone for Christmas, so let me know how that's working out. All right, now I'm going to take all the mums to the compost. I'm going to pull these columns out of place there so I can get that whole strip there nice leveled off and even with stone. All right, now we're looking at a blank slate that we can get this box built on. I measured in between, so I set the pillars already where they need to be, 6 feet apart, so I can fit the box right in there. The gravel is spread out just enough where I can get 18 inches right there, sitting nice and level on top of there. And then if any water starts accumulating here in the driveway, that should be a higher spot, so it should stay out of the water. Now I can get to work on actually building the raised box. Up here in the shed, I pulled out a few pieces of 1x that I think I can make work. They're not all the same. This one's actually a decking board that was ripped in half. This one's a 1x4, then we have a 1x8, and then another short piece of decking board. But I'm going to be staining this wood anyway, so you probably won't even notice. I'm going to make the frame out of the wood here, and then the inside, kind of like a picture frame, for the picture is going to be this metal. I'm going to have it vertically. It's horizontal right now. So I'm going to cut this into sections and stand it up vertically inside the inset of the wooden frame. It's a little bit hard to explain how it's going to look, but I have the picture in my head. I'm just going to start cutting, and I'll explain everything at the end. Alright, yesterday I got the box built and stained, and now today I'm going to start cutting this metal to length and fitting it in as the body and skirting going around. I want this metal to be vertical going across the whole thing, so I'm going to have to cut it into 2-foot sections and fit it across the front, and then I'll have to cut a little bit more detailed areas for the two sides. You hear something? You think something's under that metal, don't you? Yeah, nothing's under there, puppy. I just set it. Just set it there, buddy. This here is the vision. Set these up and we'll have a nice rustic looking cedar wood and galvanized metal box here. So I think all I'm going to do is nail those in from the back. I don't think I have small enough screws for this wood. I'll probably use some roofing nails and just pop them all into the back and the bottom, overlap them so I don't have to make any more cuts, and then I got to do the sides. Up up. Good job, puppy. Good job. Good work, buddy. Good work. Okay, so I started doing the top trim board, but I only had one of these 1x4x8s. So I was able to do the front and one side, but I had to go to the store today and pick up another one. So this is the only thing I'm purchasing for the whole project here is this one 1x4x8, and it was $7. So I'm actually doing pretty good here. So I have a 45 marked on this board. Hi, puppy. Hi, buddy. I have a 45 marked on the stain board and a 45 marked on this board. So I'm going to cut those two. I want to measure off 6 feet. So it's the same length as the front board and get those 45 and get the last piece on here. I'm going to then stain this last board and I think I'm ready to put it outside. So let's get, oh, buddy, watch your face, buddy. You got a little nose. I think it turned out great. Let me know what you think down below, but I think this is going to work perfectly for what I wanted. Just a nice statement piece to give structure to this area. Probably use a fresh coat of stain on that fence though. I still will come in and line this before I fill it up with soil. And then I still have to put a floor piece between all those boards. I'm just going to set a metal floor in there. My plan is to use a piece of this leftover metal from the carports all laying right here, but that's really heavy and the piece I need is at the bottom. So I'm going to have to wait for some help on that. But it's no big deal. I'm not actually going to fill this with soil yet. It's actually starting to rain right now, so that's going to be all for this one. We got the box built. We got this whole fence line cleaned up and looking a lot better for the next 3 months before we can actually start growing anything outside. So I'm trying to pick apart some projects like this and different things that I have to build for the homestead and the gardens. So make sure you subscribe down below and you'll see all the different projects that we're getting done before next year when it's going to be a show garden year and everything in the property is going to be looking nice. If you're interested in more from Whitt Acres, check out the description below. I have 3 other channels as well as an online store with a lot of different nature inspired clothing designs. So go ahead and check that out. You can see me and Echo on the next one. Thanks for watching.